Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you all. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box today is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the one and only Lord Gower.
Hi others, looking forward to this one. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions, and it's a very batter-friendly pitch. There's not... The captain must have lots of confidence in their opening bowlers. Why else would you bowl first in these conditions? There were some batters relishing putting their pads on right now.
The umpire signals that we're ready to go. First ball of the innings about to be bowled. 4 off the edge. What a way to start the innings.
That was a very well-timed shot off the back foot. Saw it really early and it was dispatched with ease.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras. Beaten on the drive.
No!
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep, catch it!
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Yep.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Yep.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4. Driven away nicely.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
Yep.
Misses everything.
Oh yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
It was just a little bit too full and it was beautifully timed.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep. Good.
Super shot.
Bowler then.
Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Nice bowling.
This could be out.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the keeper felt a bit hard done by there. In the end, it'll just go down as byes.
Yep.
Hit that hard. Nailed it.
Fielders there in the covers, but they put it right into the gap. That's a beautiful shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Yep.
Drives and misses everything. Could be close.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The right armour is coming into the attack from the members' end.
Yep. Catch it.
Nicely played.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep, got it.
Got that away nicely.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller, and they've been put away.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Time that perfectly.
Well, that's textbook perfect. A lovely drive through the covers, and no need for the fielders to chase that one.
Yep. Oh, nice.
Needs a direct hit.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Yep. Oh, no. Nice bowling.
Needs to be on target.
Those runs bring up the 50 partnership between these
Solid
two.
partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Yep, got it.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yep. Catch.
Good bit of timing there.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punched that away through the covers with exquisite timing. A little late on that, no run scored.
Yep.
Perfectly timed.
It was in the gap, pretty much all the way along the ground to the boundary rope. Off to a good start now. Just threw the shot too early.
Yep.
Chance!
No!
Confusion written on the batters' faces, a mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
Yep.
Edged. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
No!
Sharma, the left armer, is coming on to bowl from the members' end.
Yep. Oh!
Well, the end of a productive innings. It didn't quite ignite into the fireworks as we would have hoped, but still, solid work.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board. Bowler is confident on this one.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock. Well, another chance to bowl that one. Really can't have been wide by much, though.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Didn't time it at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? Not the ideal way of handling that ball. A direct hit, and this could be gone.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Gone, played all around it.
Bowling.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail. A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the great southern stand end.
Yep. Yes, nice ball.
The risk isn't worth it for just a single. In the end, a good decision by the batters.
Yep. Nice
Poor ball, all the way down to the boundary. That'll go down as 5 wides.
That looks like an attempt to drive that one away, but poor timing and missed everything.
Yep.
Big edge.
Well bowled, but that's another super shot. Onto the front foot, presented the full face of the bat and got it into the gap and all the way to the rope.
Yep. Catch.
That's off the middle of the bat.
Punched out of the middle of the bat with great timing. It's raced to the boundary.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep. Nice.
Tried to get the drive away, but timed it poorly and lucky not to chip it straight to the fielder.
Yep. Nice bowling.
This could be trouble.
Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it, rather than just time it.
Yep.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit, maybe.
No.
Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
These two are so quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were looking for another, but I think that would have been too risky.
Yep. No. Yep. No.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yep. No.
Collects
Yep.
that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No.
There's a chance if this hits.
Didn't hit that well. Very late playing that shot.
Big shout. There's trouble here. Trouble. Oh, gone.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
With the fall of that wicket, we have a new batter at the crease. Nelson will be looking to make a strong start to their innings.
Keeper.
Immediately underway with some runs.
Yep. No.
Out.
Yeah.
Pretty straight. Forward catch in the end.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
Yep. Yes. Nice bowling.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
Patel, the left armour, is the new bowler from the great southern stand end. Massive chance. McKay, ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Back go the stumps. Missed the straight ball.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease. Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Get that!
Timed that brilliantly.
Well, it was hammered away, timed perfectly and placed into the gap. I'd say it was the right shot to choose, but it was just timed badly. Just couldn't get the drive away.
Patel has really kept the pressure on in this over. Just needs to maintain the momentum going forwards.
Yep.
That's gone.
Yeah!
Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
A long walk back to the pavilion. This has not been a good knock. Not what you'd expect from someone of this skill level.
Yep.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads and not the bat.
Yeah.
Immaculate timing there.
Sam's got it into the gap and the ball did the rest. Brilliant shot.
Yep.
Right out of the middle.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls. Blocks that ball out of the way with the pad.
No!
That was great movement between the wickets. Just fantastic running. Leg byes to the total.
Yep. Yes, nice bowling.
Good pickup, big chance.
Totally beaten by the change of pace on that delivery. Very unlucky not to take the wicket.
The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building.
Yep. Catch!
Super shot that.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
No!
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Paul got nothing on that as it goes over the rope.
Yes,
That's a
nice
tough
bowling.
call for the bowler. I thought that was there to be hit.
Yep.
Edge, what a ball.
That was a massive shot, middled, and it flew over the boundary. Brilliant stuff.
Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot.
Yep. Nice bowling.
This should be close.
A good piece of bowling there. A little bit of pace off the delivery, and the batter is all at sea.
Yep. Yes, nice bowling.
Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Yep. Nice.
Well, they'll get two. Bit scrappy. Poor fielding, to be honest.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. And the innings comes to an end. India will need 100. ...35 runs. This is a respectable total. If the bowlers can get firing and get some early wickets, this will be a difficult chase.
Yes.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Picked up a single, first ball of the innings. India are now underway.
Samson comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yeah.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Just pivoted onto the back foot, so easily done to knock it behind square.
Yep.
Unplayable, no reward, flying to the boundary. Wonderful delivery to get the edge. You've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
The captain is going to change things around in the field.
Bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Yep.
Thick edge. End of the over. 12 runs coming from it. India are 12 for none. Paul coming into the attack from the great southern stand end. This is everything.
Bowling.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Hit that well off the back foot, but couldn't beat the field.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Gone right through the defences.
Oh dear, it's been a poor innings under pressure, and now they've got the key batter out cheaply.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Timed it nicely. They'll look for a couple, you'd think.
And with that, they're off the mark. Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that.
8 runs added in that over. India are 20 for 1. Chase into the attack now from the members' end. Can't get that outside the ring field.
The timing, unbelievable. Got the width they were after and nailed it to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Beaten on the drive.
Chase with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
Yes. Too full. Got what it deserved.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot. That has raced to the boundary.
Good bit of timing there.
Crunch on the front foot and bang. Gone all the way.
Drives and misses everything.
Just threw the shot too early.
Chase has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Picks the gap perfectly.
Decisive running might have gotten two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Straight to the fielder.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. Just threw the shot too early. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Good shot. A beauty.
Everything was right about it. The footwork to get back and then the bat coming through the ball beautifully.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball. But you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Great shot. At least one on offer.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
6 runs added there. India are 40 for 1. That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
That's gone a long, long way. Well and truly into the 20s now, and short. Looking towards a big score. Bit of a change up in the field now.
Brilliant diving stop.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Oh my, that's racing away.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Waiting.
Strong appeal.
That was a pretty wild delivery, lost all control.
Yes.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
Perhaps that slipped out of the hand a little during the release. Sharma didn't mind and sent it high and handsome over the boundary rope for 6.
Wow, that's missed the lot. Really? That's just wasting everyone's time. Going with pace now.
Yep.
Edged it. Bowler is confident on this one. Brilliant bowling. Having got the edge the previous ball, they now know the areas they need to be hitting.
Yes.
There'll be runs here. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Yep.
Massive edge.
Never an extra run on that arm. Great throw back in from the deep.
Couldn't get it through the field. Loud appeal.
Waiting.
Gone. Excellent catch, close to the bat.
Two down, the long walk back to the pavilion for them. This could be a huge swing of momentum.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on, as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Waiting.
Well, not a great delivery, got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
5 runs added there. India are 62 for 2. Sexton, the spinner, coming into the attack. Frank, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the members' end. That's going a long way. What a shot that is.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Waiting. Yep.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
So that's the 3rd wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
Right off the middle of the bat.
Managed to get onto the front foot early and just incredible power to loft that one over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yeah.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder. Great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air and takes a good catch.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep.
Nicely played. Perfect timing.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
It's really hard not to get caught up in the excitement. The crowd are loving every minute of this game.
Yep.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
A brilliant over that, the pressure put right back on the batters. The sort of over that could win the match. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the great southern stand end. That's great fielding, that ball was flying. There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Yep. Yep, yep.
They'll get at least one. That's out. Caught.
Starting to get really interesting now. That's the 5th wicket, and a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Yep.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Yep.
Nice shot.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Yep, yep.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watch that in awe.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries.
That just drifted a bit and pounced on. Hit high and mighty. They'll be very happy with that.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Hey. Yes, nice bowling.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Wait on.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
They decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They would have made it comfortably.
Yep.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Yep.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's just a textbook 6. Timed well, under the ball, and it flew to the boundary. Awesome power.
Wait there.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
That's the over. India are 116 for 5. Young, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the great southern stand end. Oh, that looked nasty.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yep, yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Yep. Yep.
Flew away with pace, brilliant timing.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
A tough ask now. 2 maximums needed from the last 2 balls to bring it home. Surely it's all over. huge shot. That's a massive shot. Just incredible.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance. The batter right at the top of their game. A few moves made in the field.
Yep.
Not a great delivery as it goes down to the boundary. That'll go into the books as extras.
That's the 50-putt. Partnership between these two, gaining some momentum. Nicely for the team. Some adjustments to the field.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers. All tied up in this match. Time for a super over. Nail-biting stuff.
The captain making some adjustments to the field here.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap.
It was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot actually, to get back and play it like that.
Yeah.
In the air. Looks to be landing safely. They certainly don't feel like they've got anything on that, but almost every fielder is asking the question. And taken by the wicket-keeper, brilliant bowling to get the edge.
It's the wicket they so desperately wanted. They've removed a real threat before they could get going.
Yep.
Gets back and punches it beautifully.
Seemed very happy to take the boundary first up, punched away nicely to get off the mark.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Just too much height on that one.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. They'll want to make use of the extra delivery. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Just the sort of delivery you want as a follow-up to a no ball.
Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure.
Bit of a wild delivery. I'd have been calling that wise, but, well, the umpire didn't agree with me.
Yep.
Nicked it.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
You would have really wanted more runs on the board in the super over. Lots of pressure on their bowlers now.
Yes.
Perfectly timed.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yeah.
Hit that hard, nailed it.
Extremely comfortable win, just so brilliant on so many levels. You cannot compete with that level of skill shown. It was a masterclass.
There was only one team.